In our last video, we spent our first night in our E350 camper van that we've been converting ourselves.
Pretty dope, right?
In this video, we're back in the shop though, because we've only got a couple weeks before we hit the road, and we need to build some cabinets.
It's fan build crunch time. Everyone in our family is ready to kill each other because we're so stressed about this van. I'm not even gonna enumerate it all for you. I am gonna do some plumbing work today. I told Paige yesterday, I think we're almost to a point in the van that we've achieved big cardboard list status. A lot of odds and ends just came in the mail. I'm gonna put a thing on this door to keep it from closing on me while I'm working on it because it drives me nuts all day. And we're gonna start there. Forgot to mention that Paige is setting up a sewing station in the shop right now because she's gonna start working on our window covers. I think that was a good spot. I stuck it on crooked, Mom. It looks terrible. I mean, yeah, but look at it. It's so bad. At least that one's straight. The other door stays open, so it's fine. It's got like a lock in the hinge. Now I don't have to use my bungee cord that I sometimes leave bungee cord to the wheel and then try and drive away. My main goal today is to start building cabinets for the van, but before I can do that, I do need to lay out some of our plumbing that's going to pass through the cabinets. I don't have all the pieces to finish it right this second, but I can at least get it started where I can rough everything in, build the cabinets, and I can finish all the fittings later. I decided that this hole at the bottom will be our drain. So we'll have a drain valve here where we can drain the tank. That'll be convenient too because you could also fill, you know, a bucket or something. So that'll go here. It won't. Not the right size. Man, I bought a kit of like RV tank fittings. That's all the standard fitting sizes. Bad decision. None of it fits. Apparently the trick to this is to cut half off at a time. That seems to be reasonable. Longer blade would be nice too. I think we did it. This port will be the gravity fill. Apparently you can hand tighten it. Man, I thought for sure I had gotten the wrong size fitting again, but it turned out you just had to want it bad enough. Can't find my channel locks, can't find my crescent wrench. Here we are. Oh yeah. Woo! And then the other end of this will come out here. Got just enough to hook up what's called a fill dish. You get it? Put the water in here, and it's got a vent hose on it. So when I get the right size fitting for that, I can hook my vent up. That's as far as I can get that without another trip to the hardware store. I'm gonna move my attention to the other side of the van and start working on the cabinet that goes around the refrigerator and that side. I also have some loose ends to tie up over there with the electrical. I have not wired in a shore power plug yet. I have one. I'm not even planning on using it in the short term in our electrical system, but once the cabinet's in place, I won't be able to get back there. So I need to go ahead and install that plug and pull some Romex through, and we'll just leave it unterminated on the other end.
You say I should turn away, but I don't.
Pilot hole. Guys, name one thing that's more fun than putting a big ass hole in the side of your rig. I'm having a great time. I feel good.
Probably you won't.
Trick to drilling through metal is to go slow and push hard. Different from wood where you want to go fast so you don't get tear out. That's gonna break my wrist. Yep.
In the sun, there we go. In the sun,
faith, everybody. It's a little fucked up.
But every
got it.
time you try to give me advice, I always resist. 'Cause in the moment it feels like you're squelching my right to do dumb shit if I wanna. But that's not really what I wanna do. It's the principle that matters.
And then something that's cool about this particular style is the screw holes. It's got a little gasket on it. And then the screws are under the cover, so I don't really worry too much about sealing the screws.
Just baby, tell me what I'm supposed to do to be healthy, human. I wanna do it, I don't.
It's good. It's a plug. And that's what the inside looks like. That'll come back to our wiring bay. Hey look, I got this little like battery powered push it to light up light strip at the hardware store. I'm gonna put it in the garage.
I promise I'll listen this time.
Ha!
You say if
Nice.
I was making some ice cream and also trying to be at the shop. And all day I've been trying to get this ice cream going. Anyway, I brought it up here. I was gonna do it at home. It wasn't working out. We're doing it here.
I guess I'm going to choose.
Can you see it? Yeah. So I made a little chart for myself and literally like I have the front of the van here and all the windows drawn out and then the measurements of the windows. Then I drew myself this lovely chart which has all of the window measurements within the confines of the width of some fabric. It was insane and it took me forever, so I have to show you. We want to have our curtains be insulated and we have a lot of leftover Havelock wool insulation from insulating the walls. Since it's wool, I can sew right through it with my sewing machine. This is what's going in between two pieces of fabric. This is the cotton duck. It's a really soft like canvas, feels like heavy duty, but nice to touch. That's gonna be like the interior side. This is like an outdoor upholstery fabric. Got some plasticky stuff in it. Doesn't feel as nice, but it'll hold up a lot better and it won't fade to be like, you know, that sun bleach situation. That's what this looks like when it's all said and done. So this is the exterior, interior, plus some sawdust. Yeah, I think I'm really happy with this. Approximately how it's gonna go, and we will eventually like fasten this properly, although I think you could get away with not doing that. And we can move forward, cutting all of the rest, rolling it up. Okay, so imagine that there's like a way that that's attached to the top and it's a little bit less of a deal. It covers quite a bit of the window still, and so we were talking about like actually screwing into some rivets in the top, so the top's like always attached. I'm a little worried that there will be times that we actually want to take these like all the way out. Yeah, so that's the window with the curtain rolled up and shoved in there. This is turning out to be quite an ordeal.
it's good or not.
Assembly.
But the other cabinet comes way behind it, so we can face frame it.
Oh, what's not level? The fridge
The
looks
fridge.
level.
This is cut. It's not a bad little cabinet. After I shim this up with some 1/4 inch, because it's kind of not square, I do think that the way I'm going to solve this, I don't know if you can see it, it's just a little bit wider than the wood anyway, is to actually do a face frame, 1/2 inch or 2 by, and do something like this, see? Just a little notch. That looks so good, guys. Just putting a little 1/4 inch shim here where the feet go. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at how happy you are. Hell yeah. I smushed a coffee bean. Must have spilled one while we were camping. It smells delicious. That looks great.
I thought I would really simply explain how these curtains are being made. I have 2 pieces of fabric, my inner and outer layer, and I'm just sewing kind of like a giant pocket, and then I have the Havelock wool, and I'm putting that inside the pocket, and then I'm quilting lines in it to keep it in place so it doesn't shift, and also to make the curtain like roll up. And that's basically it.
I know this thing looks really goofy, but it's how we're gonna go around the air vent in the back. What do you think of my goofy cabinet? Drawer, 4 drawers, storage cubby, so that keeps our drawers from hitting the bed. Air vents on the front. Let's see if it fits. Let's not be that way. That is not how I planned for it to fit. I planned for it to go further back. Not as perfect along the bottom as I wanted, but it just gives me an excuse to do a little face frame down there. it's a cabinet.
Yes, I woke up today and just chose chaos.
That's not quite its final placement, more or less. So I'm not quite able to secure that down just yet. I need to build the cabinet that goes over the water tank first to get everything lined up exactly. I also can't do the water tank until I have the rest of the fittings to do the plumbing on it, because once I build the cabinet around it, it'll be too hard to get in there and do all the, you know, plumbing parts of it. I did all 3 of those cabinets with 1 sheet of 4x8 plywood. This is all that's left. So I'm pretty proud of that. I've got a sheet of 3/4. I might actually build that other cabinet over the water tank out of 3/4 because I need it to be a little sturdier. It's going to span a large area. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I know it's kind of unorthodox cabinet framing, but they're very, very lightweight, which is what I wanted, and they're going to have a big heavy-duty countertop on top of it. Oh man, I've been stressing about that for a long time. I still got to figure out how I'm going to do drawers. This one's going to need a middle divider. That one's going to have cabinet doors, and I think I'm just going to do shelves for now because we're not going to be plumbing a drain on our sink. I'll show you that when we get to it, but it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be cool.
What's up guys? It's another day and I'm back at the shop trying to get some of these curtains sewn. Today I left for myself tackling these front driver and passenger door windows because they have like a triangle angle to them. Everything else is a like rectangle. All I did was hold up my rectangle that I made for like the largest part of the measurement, literally like draw a line while I was holding it up, and I think it's coming out okay, but let's hold one up and just double check. All right, so this is not finished. It will be quilted, which will kind of shrink it up a bit this way. Just tightens things up. This is the idea. I'm really excited. It's got the Havelock wool in it, so it's super insulated. With the windows all covered with this stuff, it should be like very well insulated in the van. If we get it to a temperature, it should stay that way. So I'm excited because when it gets hot in there, it is hot. Can you tell this little pencil is well used?
Parts came in the mail today, and I just got back from the lumber store and got plywood to finish our cabinets. But I got the parts to finish plumbing this water tank, so I'm gonna do that first. I got overheads that are gonna go down this side of the van on the far end over there, and then I've got a cabinet that boxes in the water tank. Then we're done with cabinets. Well, boxes. I still gotta build countertops. One thing at a time. This is our SureFlow 3 gallon per minute water pump. It's kind of beefy. I think I could have gone smaller. One of the things I learned though, it's got these plastic fittings, and this is meant, they make, wow, they like QA tested it, had water in it, or oil. They make special fittings just for this that screw on and swivel, and you have to put an inline strainer to keep sediment from getting into the pump and blowing it up. Not included. Another thing I learned, you're not supposed to use thread tape on these threads. Apparently that can function as a lubricant, is how they described it. So instead you use these wing nut swivel fittings, which are barbed on the end, not for like PEX tubing. You're not supposed to go to rigid tubing on either side of this pump because it'll apparently cause vibration in your plumbing lines and cause a leak and stuff like that. So I had to buy some extra high pressure soft tubing. So it's braided. You can see there's like braided steel in there, but it's, you know, flexible. And so you run this to PVC, but the pump on both sides needs hose like this, and I only had gotten hose for one side. All right, strainer's in. And it shows there's an arrow on it. Flow goes this way. 99% sure that's the inlet. I'll consult the manual before I commit. I am putting thread tape on these though, because the manual on the tank did not tell me not to. Although I'm not terribly worried about leaks from the tank on these, because the tank is not pressurized. A little extra leverage, everybody. Everybody freak out. Okay, I am not over torquing this. This would have been much easier before I built the bed. I don't really have much plumbing experience, even in all my building and home repair stuff, but I mean, you know, it's pipe clamps and PEX fittings. It's not like I'm doing compression fittings and soldering copper here, so. That's good enough back here for now. I can build cabinets around that. Let's go sort out the front. I'm gonna cut these tabs off. I don't know why they're there. But if I leave them in with a little nut portion of this fitting, it stops like right there. So I'm not able to screw it in far enough. This will be our drain. I wasn't gonna hook up a drain. And then I thought about it and said, better be able to drain. Ow, f***. Ban slotted screws. F***. Ban them! They're a danger to us all. Perfect fit. Plumbing, electrical, everything routes through. But it just occurred to me, damn it, my drain port's gonna hit the door. I had intended to put this in the back of the cabinet, but it doesn't clear the door. There's just not room for it, and I didn't even think about it. Maybe I called Paige on FaceTime. She's at home with Henry, and I was like, help me think through this. We talked about maybe routing it down through the bottom of the cabinet and through this little cubby in the stairs to this spot down here where there's clearance. That would have been a better spot to route our overflow slash vent hose as well instead of out the back, because if it overflows or sloshes around when we're driving, it'll just come out down here where there's drain holes in the bottom and it's below all of the wood, you know, it's just very low risk. And then it just hit me, it was like, oh my god, yeah, and I'm gonna run the vent hose and the drain hose both down through the bottom of the cabinet, and they're gonna sit down here and you can just tuck them up under there when you're not draining. And yeah, it's perfect. We did it! Oh, tell me I didn't do that to the wrong side. Motherfuck! I cut 3 off and I should have cut off 4. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? So I ended up an inch too tall. Not really sure how or why exactly. So I decided my best solution was to take the 2-inch bottom board off, which I'm not stoked about, but it'll be fine. Now I'm gonna be an inch too short from where I wanted to be, but I can live with that if I clear everything else I need to clear. Plumbing is still, it's hard to see, but it's mostly accessible. There's my hose clamp. Still not going to commit to locking this cabinet in yet, because I think I have to take this panel off, cut it here, and make a new panel that covers this. I wasn't sure how I was going to end up surrounding the door, but the best solution is going to be to take this panel all the way over. If I screw this in, I'll be screwing through the panel into this piece right here, so I need to go ahead and get this panel out and cut that before I lock this cabinet in. And that's fine because I need to pull this cabinet out and put a couple pocket holes across the bottom to screw it into the ground. And we're actually going to be done.
I've been in the darkness for 40 days.
I had to walk away last night. It was almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I was just making dumb mistakes. Now I'm going to cut the plywood face and lid for that box. Oh yeah, that looks nice.
I've been called a righteous man before. Yeah, I've been closer to Jesus before. So can you help me out? Oh, can you help me out?
I just got some gnarly tear out while I was walking this in here. I'm so bummed. Right on the front too. Now the moment of truth. How sturdy did I build it? I totally sit on that. Cool.
Wow. Oh my god.
What do you think?
So perfect.
Right?
Yes. And it's a little short for us, but it's a seat for Henry.
You can sit.
And if we had like a little floor cushion, we could
Sit and put stuff on it.
you know, use like a little desk.
Yeah, we could put a little pillow up there.
But also, like, if nothing goes here, it's just a place to set
A backpack or a
and it's
water
part of the
bottle.
freaking way.
That's what I am thinking.
This is amazing. This is done.
Done.
Oh my gosh, I can put the blankets in here. Should I try it?
Yeah, give it a shot.
The
It's
extra one?
it's a little bit dusty in there, but
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. That's why I brought it in here to fold it. Well,
that's good.
clothes feature. Ah, look at that. We have 2 extra blankets in here. Never know it.
Uh-huh. That's good.
Searching for distraction. That sky. You're so much more than I can see. Way more than me.
So after a couple scribes, this is what I've got for our cabinet divider shape. It fits the contours pretty well. So now I'm going to go cut the others to match this one.
Searching for the answers that we
You following this? All right, support across the top, support across the back. I'm gonna run through all of them. I'm gonna notch these out, screw the long planks in. This gets screwed into my rafters in the ceiling, and this gets screwed to my header at the top of the van that runs along the wall. When I cut everything from the same template, I had forgotten that I had tapered this board, so they're not actually all supposed to be the same length. So I'm doing just like basically staggering my offsets. So I've got all my templates, they're rough cut. The face part needs to stay the same, but actually the board's getting a little more and more narrow. What I do is I've marked out all the spots on the board and I've numbered them because each piece is going to correspond to it. See how it's too long? I'm going to take my template and I leave the front where it is because the board needs to sit across the front, and then I just kind of offset the backside like that. And I've just been tracing a new backside cut. So far, that seems to work great. Just coming in and matching this up, and I'm doing it all the way down. How's it going? Good, how are you doing? I'm good, man. FedEx guy just came. Something cool just came in the mail. Not for this video, but a future one. Cool, all my wood glue's on the table. We did it! Hell yeah. I knew we could figure that out. A lot of the window boxes on that side of the van, just like, I'm gonna have to notch them so that this can sit flush with the wall because they bump out like 3/4 of an inch. Happy accident. I think the framing worked out really nicely here because actually the back side that hits the window mostly clears. That's great news. It comes to about here. So I need to be able to get a screw in that. I have a helper. He's Joseph. You've been in a video before.
At least one, yeah.
You helped me put the tent on. He helped us put the tent on the Jeep. I told him he showed up just in time to get a job.
That's right. All right.
Push it straight up.
Yep.
Okay. Yes!
Whoa. Good connect.
It bit.
That's good. Boom.
Let go.
Yep.
Dude,
That feels...
that's only got 3 screws in it.
That's solid.
Yeah, that end's
You're-
not even screwed in.
Yeah, you're not even gonna...
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Well, my camera battery died, but I got the light switch reinstalled in its final location. It's off the floor. Still have wiring to clean up. It's like everything. It's like I'm done, except for I still have things to do. Getting loaded up. I pulled my latch over here that we installed in the last video. And I slammed the shit out of this door, and then I remembered, oh yeah, this door doesn't close anymore, because I've got to at least take this handle off, if not this entire door panel. But now the van is stuck at the shop until I do it, because I can't close the door, so I'm gonna do it real quick. I don't give a shit about you. There's probably a nice way to do this. Somehow. Damn it. You're getting out. This is stupid. I don't want you. You're not a part of my life anymore. Get the out. Break my top piece. We're mobile again. That's not that much you gotta go. Mattress looks great. Needs to be cut a little bit for length and then in half for folding.